Please take a second, pause the video, and read this disclaimer. Today we're taking a look at using a resistance band to do standing marching. Now, as always, you should only be performing exercises if you've been cleared by a medical professional to do so. Now, usually I'm leaning up against a wall with my hands out in front of me, kind of creating an A-shaped frame, but for today I'll be standing straight up and down, showing you how I like to do the marches in a perfect world. Now, you're going to start by putting the band around the middle of your feet like you see me here, and then pulling that foot straight up into that marching position. So you're trying to get those thighs to about 90 degrees of hip flexion. Hip flexion is, of course, when you bring your knee up and it makes an L shape from your low back through the hip joint to the knee in front of you. Now, I tend to dose these personally for 3 sets of 10 to 3 sets of 20, depending on the resistance of the band that I'm using. Again, I usually am leaning up against the wall here with my both of my hands out in front of me, but for demonstration purposes, this is how I would do it if I could hold on to a railing like I'm doing here. Regardless, it's important to keep your trunk upright and not let it come down. So no leaning forward with that exercise. You want to be up nice and tall and really focus on pulling that knee up towards your chest instead of letting your chest come down towards the knee. Now, I am feeling this in the hip flexors. That's going to be the front of my hip running down my thigh because that is where my hip flexors are. I don't feel any numbness, burning, tingling, or pain. If I did, I would immediately stop and consult with a medical professional. Now, this has been how I perform standing marching, also known as standing hip flexion. Again, I tend to dose them for 3 sets of 10 to 12 reps, depending on the resistance of the band. Different color bands mean different levels of resistance. And as always, shout out to my Patreons, shout out to you guys for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe and leave a comment on what you want me to do next. And as always, stay fit, stay healthy, and stay awesome. And I will catch you all in the next video.